declare my name to a dying world. He who has declared me thus far will walk in even greater power. For the sands of time are running out, but my name will be declared in this final hour. I am Yahuwah, I am that I am, and my trumpet will soon call out. I formed the world with a whisper, oh, but I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to shine. It's the name above all names. Oh, and we will declare it. Yes, we will declare it. It's the name above all names. And we will shout it to a dying world. I am Yahuwah, I am that I am, and my trumpet will soon call out. Oh, I formed the world with a whisper, but I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to shine. It's the name of all names, and we will declare it. Oh, yes, we will declare it. It's the name of all names. And we will shout to a dying world. Shout to a dying Who will shout my name in the middle of the nation? Who will take the shield of faith?
Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home to you. Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home to you. I face a lot of trials and tribulation, but to all of that I might still stand strong. Giving thanks and praise to the Almighty One, and looking forward to reach Mount Zion. And I might say, Zion, I'm coming home to you. Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home to you. They said I don't have no rights in a Babylon, because I don't know how the West was won. Neither I can't change their plan. The West is controlled by the Ku Klux Klan. That's why I say, Zion, I'm coming home to you. Teach the youth them right but not teach them wrong. Jackal up on the youth, cause the youths are strong. Look to Africa, that I feel your mama land. And down Africa, away you find Mount Zion. And I might say, Zion, I'm coming home to you. Say, Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home to you. I care not what the people of this world want to say, neither what the people of this world want to do. Many are called, but the chosen of you. What you gonna do when Jah call on you? I man say, Zion, I'm coming home to you. Oh, Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home to you. I face a lot of trials and tribulation, but through all of that I must still stand strong. Still giving praise to the Almighty One. I'm looking forward to reach Mount Zion. And I must say, Zion, I'm coming home to you. The bingy man name says, Zion, I'm coming home to you. They said I don't have no rights in a Babylon, because I don't know how the West was won. Neither I can't change their plan. The West is controlled by the Ku Klux Klan. Rastaman Zion, I'm coming home to you. Oh, Rasta say, Zion, I'm coming home to you. One more time. Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home to you. I cannot what the people of this world want to say, neither what the people of this world want to do. Many are called, the chosen of you. What you gonna do when Jah call on you? Rasta man says, Zion, I'm coming home to you. Holy Mount Zion, I'm God boy, na 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 na, Jah Rastafari. God boy, na 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 na, Jah Rastafari. Na 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 na. Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home to you. Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home to you. I face a lot of trials and tribulation, but through all of that I must still stand strong. Giving thanks and praise to the Almighty One, and looking forward to reach Mount Zion. And I must say, Zion, I'm coming home to you. Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home to you. They said I don't have no rights in a Babylon, because I don't know how the West was won. Neither I can't change their plan. The West is controlled by the Ku Klux Klan. That's why I say, Zion, I'm coming home to you. Teach the youth them right, but not teach them wrong. Jackal up on the youth, cause the youths are strong. Look to Africa, that I feel your mama land. And down Africa, away you find Mount Zion. And I must say, Zion, I'm coming home to you.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Welcome to everyone.
The Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home to you. I care not what the people of this world want to say, neither what the people of this world want to do. Many are called, but the chosen of you. What you gonna do when Jah call on you? I man say, Zion, I'm coming home to you. Oh, Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home to you.
Shalom to everyone and welcome to my live at this evening.
I face a lot of
So I invite you all to share at this live.
trials and tribulation, but you all of that I must still stand strong. Still giving praise to the Almighty One, and looking forward to reach Mount Zion. And I must say, Zion.
Alright, so today I'm going to be teaching you about earthquakes, places where earthquakes do to occur. I am also, yes, I'm going to be teaching you about that. It's going to be short, of course. It wouldn't be too long of your time, because I'm trying to keep my life at least short as possible. So what I want you all to do actually right now is share this live, alright, so that we could reach more people. So go ahead and share this live.
I'm coming home to you. The bingy man name says, Zion, I'm coming home to you. They said I don't have no rights in a Babylon, because I don't know how the West was won. Neither I can't change their plan. The West is controlled by the Ku Klux Klan. Rastaman Zion, I'm coming home to you. Oh, Rasta say Zion, I'm coming home to you. One more time, Holy Mount Zion, I'm coming home to you. I fear not what the people of this world want to say, neither what the people of this world want to do. Many are called the chosen of you.
Right now we are live. We are live. Yeah. Shabbat Shalom to all my brothers and sisters in here.
How wonderful it is.
While I'm violin,
Please.
Sing along.
Oh, oh, so.
Get that jam, make me hear it sound.
get the drum make me run down road.
Get that jam, make me hear it sound.
Shake it tambourine and make it go past frown.
Get that jam, make me hear it sound.
Me with them I go do the move of Molly Crown.
Get that jam, make me hear it rebound.
The music where we love and that's how we hold. When the music hits, spread out your feel no pain, no pain at all. What all they do is verbalize the body and your heart, your mind and it memorize the brain. But them say, when the him and a chant, determine a chant, body who them from the lane, what they do, go down the gun and I'll stop lick out you, them brain from the lane in vain, what they do. Well this is not a shame, it is not the same, cause you them change, what they do. Them not read again and not let not start in a regularly you them bring, so you miss it.
Get that jam, make me hear it sound.
Oh, if you get out make me run down road.
Get that jam, make me hear it sound.
Hey, what's up to you, brother MJ? Joining us on this live right about now. So make sure and click the link in the description box. Make sure and click the link there.
Get that jam, make me hear it sound.
Oh yeah, I'm not able to comment on the other profile. I banned by Facebook. Yes, you know why. I'm feeling to discuss today. Not yet, eh?
Get that jam, make me hear it rebound.
One love to all my family in Elohim.
Music is well painful and it's a painkiller. Make me a bit up, so music is forever. I love this song, see a music inventor. A good originator and a state performer. You know, so we teach the people them from all over because when they get the beat get the beat. And the people still sing.
Oh, they do.
A wonderful treat. Yes, we have to do it. People rocking in the street.
So sing along.
Get that jam, make me hear it sound.
Oh, get the drum and make man run down road.
Get that jam, make me hear it sound.
Oh, shake it tambourine and make hope
One
and
more time. Get that jam, make me hear it sound.
Oh, them a go try move up Molly Crown.
Get that jam, make me hear it sound.
The music where we love and another coffee we love.
When the music hit, when the music hit.
Reggae music is on the love to it out.
Yeah, right now we are live.
Not to do it again, we have done it again. No, Lord.
What a big tune. I will not. Alright, sing the rest. Ungrateful to ya, no.
Ungrateful to Jah, oh, I shall not be. Ungrateful to Jah, no, I dare not be. Ungrateful to Jah, well, I shall not be. Ungrateful to Jah, if I also all can see, like a bird that says I tree, oh, the whole captivity, like a running.
So we have at least, well, there is about 300 snipers in the Caribbean islands getting ready. Word out on the streets right now. Trinidad police force as well as the army force is going to join with Venezuela force together with Russia force and together with all the other force, and they're going to take from one end of the Caribbean. They're going to take from the beginning of the Caribbean islands to the end of the Caribbean islands. So what happened is Venezuela and all those other places which will join with Trinidad regiment services, they will join with each other, and they will spread throughout the Caribbean islands and lock it down for martial law.
Dreaming is to me. Whatever we ask, well, I will do. Jamaica, I'm red and blue. I will never fly up in cafe. I will always hold my face. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I dare not be.
So it's like they're going to sweep through the Caribbean islands. That is what they're going to do, guys.
I'm grateful to try. Oh, I shall not be. I'm grateful to try. No, 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 no. I dare not be. I'm grateful to try. Well, I shall not be. I'm grateful to try. When I was down, yeah, you're all I had around.
Hey, shout to everyone. We are live. Yes. So commanders, make sure that you're taking notes for the new things that are going to be revealing today over the live as well. The new teachings. Anyone can take notes. A matter of fact, there will be new teachings today. Might sound similar to things that I already taught you, but it won't be that deep as I did teach before. But I try to, at least help people to understand what's going on around the earth. All right?
If you wouldn't help me, oh, Father, oh, Lord, oh, Lord, no matter the pressure. No matter the struggle, you were there in I, by and by. I dare not be ungrateful to Jah. Oh, I shall not be ungrateful to Jah. No, 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 no. I dare not be ungrateful to Jah. Well, I shall not be ungrateful to Jah. Yes, it is a man that will get now. In the council of...
All right, so this is what is going to happen in a few days from now. All right, as we draw nearer to the end of the 7 days that I gave you all a few days ago. We're coming to the end of that 7 days. I hope that you all are ready for what is going to happen. Also, the mega earthquake is going to happen in a few days from now as well. It's going to be a sudden event.
I wanna share something with you, oh God, share something with you. Music is the rod and we are Moses, yeah. Leading God's children to the promised land. Music is the voice of his brother Aaron, yes. Preaching and comforting by the Father's command. We have the power to turn things around. It's for us to stand up when we fall to the ground. I say this with a smile, pause for a while.
Right now, as we speak, the tectonic plates right now presently is about, right now is about, the Waterdown Maturin, Cuperano, the Waterdown Maturin and Cuperano, all right, is about, 7,000 feet already. All right, so as we go along this live, I will be refreshing your mind of some of the things that I taught you all in respects to the war that's going on right now, the silent war, and how the tectonic plates is in alignment to create the atmospheric tsunamis, and not only the atmospheric tsunamis, but to create the atmosphere of disastrous, catastrophic events.
Listen, my son, the prophets have come. Music is the rod and we are Moses, leading God's children to the promised land. Music is the voice of his brother Aaron, yes. Preaching and comforting of the Father's command. No use in trying to compromise the truth. Our eyes are open, we're taking our youth to the land of our father, Mama Africa. Prepare yourselves, tell it to your neighbor. Music is the rod and we are Moses, leading God's children to the promised land. Music is the voice of his brother Aaron, yes. Preaching and comforting of the Father's command. Striking the rock making true love flow. Oh, that flowing love is what we need to go. With this, things can only be better. Setting the foundation for the future. Music is rod, and we are Moses, leading God's children to the promised land.
Alright, so make sure that you share this live. Alright, make sure that you share this live. It's going to be very important that you share this live, because I'm sharing the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that I received from the triune eternal creators Elohim, and I'm sharing that with you, and the love of the Father Abba Yahuwah El Elyon. Okay.
Outside, and you can see the steam rising off the river.
Alright, so let's be real here. The polar vortex is another deception. Alright? The polar vortex, which might have nothing to do with the pole shift, as they say. The polar vortex is another deception, another friggin' lie by the Illuminati, of course, because they don't want you all to know it is the pole reversal shifting. If you realize they are not speaking about the pole reversal shifting, because I am the only one that's speaking about the pole reversal shifting, and I am the only one ever, the only one on earth who ever started teaching about the pole shift and the pole reversal shifting. Nobody knows anything about it. Nobody knew anything about the pole reversal shifting nor the pole shift. Although some people got it in dreams, but they have absolutely no idea what it is. Alright, so what they did was they put certain teachings that they get from certain history books, put it together, and they say, well, okay, that is the pole shift. No, that is not the pole shift. That have nothing to do with the pole shift. That have nothing to do with the pole reversal shifting. The polar vortex is another deception. You know it's a friggin' vortex? I will tell you. I'll teach you how it's a vortex. A vortex is not what's going on. A vortex have to do with outer space bullshit. That is a vortex. A vortex is a wormhole, open up, and let me say it's a black hole. Alright? A vortex is a friggin' black hole that keeps, you know, it's like let me say a black hole open up in the universe. Alright, and sort of suck everything in. That is a friggin' vortex. You understand? That is a vortex. That does prove to you how stupid they are. That when they're stealing prophecies from me, that they don't know what the ass are talking about. So they put it out there so that they can deceive people. That people will turn to listen to me. You see, there's a war. There's a serious war going on. Besides the war going on in Venezuela against us, there's a war going on worldwide that people are still friggin' brain dead as well as brainwashed, that they can't see what's going on right in front of their faces. So the vortex have absolutely nothing to do with no friggin' polar vortex. Alright? If you say the pole reversal shifting going on, yes, the pole reversal shifting is going on as of right now. Alright? As of right now, yes, indeed. The pole reversal shifting is going on right now as we speak, right? So that word polar vortex is a bunch of shit, because it's all lies, guys. Alright? It's all lies. Alright, so as you see on the drawing there, you see where the alphabet is all lined up. Alright, as you can see, the alphabets are lined up in a specific way in order to get you to understand certain things. Alright, the alphabet is lined up in a special way. So if you look exactly where the alphabets are lined up, then you could see exactly what's going on. Alright. You can see exactly what's going on when you look at the alphabet. Let me see if I could just stop this from going through. All right. So you could see exactly what's going on. All right. Where how the alphabet is lined up there. So what I want you to do right now is look at the mouse, because I'm going to bring it up there for you in a sec. All right. Because I teach you righteousness. All right. So as you can see right now, just look at what's going on the map of Trinidad. As you can see the map there, all right. As you can see the map there, that's where all earthquakes happening. Maturin is not too far from there, but I didn't really do the zoom down. I just wanted to, point out this for a while. And I just wanted to show you all exactly what's going on, right? Let me see if I could. Alright. So as you can see, I'll just zoom it down a little bit. Alright. Look where all the earthquakes happen in Trinidad. Alright. Let me see if I can just scroll down some more. Just look at where all the earthquakes happen. Alright. It proves that I am telling you the truth. So just look where the mouse is. Focus on the mouse. Alright. Focus on the mouse. As you can see, my mouse here. Alright, this is where the split will happen. As I tell you all, this is where the split will happen. Alright, so while we get into this deeper teaching, I just want you all to just think about what's going to happen when Yahuwah complete the splitting of Capranio or Cuparano. When Yahuwah separates Cuparano, that will be a devastating destruction for half of Trinidad. Alright, as I said, the split now from Capranio will run straight across from Port of Spain straight to Sandy Grande. Alright, the other split that will happen, Kariputu is Kariputu. That other ship that will happen in Kariputu here, that will split the east. That will split the central Trinidad, go right back to this other place there. I can't remember the name of the place right now. All right. So as I was saying already, and then Maturin now will deal with Point Fortin, Cedros, and all these other places. Now these are things that nobody knows about. Nobody knows about this. NASA, USGS, UV seismic, they have no idea why all those earthquakes are happening. But now they have an idea because they know Archangel Samuel telling the truth. But they, they don't want to promote my teachings. Then it will make them look like some asses. You understand? That is the reason why they don't want to promote my teachings, because it will look like they don't know one shit, which they don't. Understand? They don't know nothing that's going on. All right, what's going on? So, guys, we're gonna look into the tsunami as we have a wider picture here to show. So I'm gonna just bring up the full screen and then we're gonna come back to that. All right. So as you can see here, let's see if I can just bring up a mouse there. As you can see here, right here, this earthquake happened recently, and it's every single where you see my drawing, that is exactly where earthquakes will happen. Yes, Capranio will break off in a few days from now. Been saying that since 2018. All right, about Capranio and Maturin, right? All right. So again, Capranio, all right, have a lot to do with the whole of Trinidad, because Capranio is the main tectonic plate for the whole of Trinidad, and Maturin now is the epicenter of Capranio. Alright, it might look a little different to you in the map, I understand that. Alright, but Capranio or Cuparano, I would say Cuparano, it empowers the whole island of Trinidad. That's Trinidad, right? Capranio or Cuparano empowers the whole of Trinidad island, and it also empowers Tobago. But Tobago is on the same Cuparano tectonic plate, but it's just that it's different. Alright, it's just all differently, as I draw it already for you all to see already. So this is something that some of the things that I already taught you all since 2018, 2017, 2016. Alright, these are the things that I've taught you all how Trinidad will split. Alright, and if you go back at some of the teachings that I did in 2017, you will see where I said that Maturin, alright, will separate Trinidad, Maturin will separate the deep south of Trinidad. So in other words, Maturin have a lot to do, guys, with the south of Trinidad. Alright, Capranio have a lot to do with the east and the central of Trinidad, and also the north of Trinidad, because the north of Trinidad, there is no tectonic plate for the north of Trinidad. Alright, so when Cuparano, I keep saying Capranio, I love that name. When Cuparano is separated, if you look at all the earthquakes happening in a line, that is exactly how Cuparano going to split. Cuparano is going to split and break off in order for the tsunami. Yes, in order for the tsunami to, let me just say this will be the tsunami coming on here. Let me say all here now, let me say all here will be the tsunami. Alright? All here will be the tsunami, and here now will be the active fault lines and the fault lines and whatever. Alright? Don't want to go too deep into that part of the teaching for today, because I have other days to teach you other things in respects to the earthquakes that happen for Trinidad. Alright, so the tsunami now will be coming from Grenada, and I say already, when it reach Grenada, kickdem Jenny, the volcano under Grenada. Alright, kickdem Jenny, kickdem Jack. Alright, in a few days from now, let me say 7 days from now, these volcanoes will begin to be active again. Alright, again from 7 days from now, could land us on the 5th, I think it's on the 5th of February, somewhere around there. Make sure that you take notes. I don't want to repeat myself over again. Alright? 7 days from now, kickdem Jenny, kickdem Jack, kickdem John. The volcanoes will show signs of activity there in Grenada in order to facilitate the tsunami that will be generated there. So there will be a tsunami that will be generated in Grenada in order to generate and help the tsunami coming down from the in order to help the tsunami that will be coming from Panama City and Caracou. So coming down the islands, alright, now people don't know what the us are talking about, right? But coming down the islands, when the tsunami reach in front, let me say St. Lucia, the tsunami will stop, right? The tsunami will stop for a second, then the tsunami will build again. When kickdem Jenny volcano explodes, also I want to just reiterate that some of the volcanoes, the mud volcanoes in Trinidad, have a lot to do with kickdem Jenny and kickdem John. Alright? So let me tell you all a little secret here. Nobody knows about this. This secret is that certain volcanoes in Trinidad, mud volcanoes in Trinidad, supplies mud to these volcanoes. Alright? Now these volcanoes also have like a boiler. Alright? The volcanoes in Grenada have boilers, and the boilers is about 3,000 feet, let me say 3,000 feet in depth. Alright? So about 3,000 feet in depth will be the boilers of these mud volcanoes in Grenada. Alright? Now, the mud volcanoes in Trinidad that recently erupt, they said it was an ancient one that erupt in, I think is Palo Seco somewhere in Trinidad. After that story was released, you hear nothing anymore about that volcano because they want to keep it under wraps. They want to keep it under secret. They want to keep what's going on in the Caribbean island under secrecy so that people don't know what is going to happen to them. But I am telling you the truth, and I think I deserve more views. I think I deserve more shares. I think that I deserve even more than people just claiming to understand things. I deserve, a wider spectrum. But the truth is that will never happen because they don't want to promote the ancient truth of Elohim, because that will tear down the veil of deception and will open the eyes of all those that are blind. Alright, so to recap, the volcano, whether it's the Devil Woodyard volcano in not Palo Seco, I think it's Woodland. The Devil volcano in Trinidad, which is in Woodland, supplies volcano for Kickdem Jack. The one that recently exploded, or the one that recently showed signs of activity in January, I think it's January the 17th, somewhere around there. That one supplies for Kickdem Jenny. There will be other mud volcano that will be awakened. Now that one will be in Moruga side. There, that will show signs of activity within the next 12 days or so. All right, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. All right, but I'm just giving you an idea of those volcanoes and where they are situated and what is the purpose of those volcanoes, rather than believing the bullshit lies from UV Seismic and from Loop TT and all of them who push the agenda for the Illuminati, whether they know or they unknow of the agenda of exactly of what is going on around the earth, especially what's going on in the Caribbean islands as well. All right, so I'm telling you the actual truth of what is going on. Not even Trinidad and Tobago Weather Center could tell you. UV Seismic, USGS, none of them knows, no scientists, none of them knows what's going on, unless if they steal the teachings from me, which they always do. All right, or they send Jason Kanhai from the UV Seismic page to laugh at my prophecies, to laugh at me, yes, to laugh at me, or they send Jason Kanhai to laugh at me. All right, Joan Lutchman and them of the UV Seismic. They have no idea what's going on. And Joan Lutchman of UV Seismic should resign. She should resign and give me the position. Let me direct people the righteous way. I will never happen, right? Joan Lutchman not stepping down. She is an Illuminati puppet for the USGS. You know what I'm saying? Alright? So that will happen, guys. So I just want what I just teach you all day to sink in before we go into a little deeper teaching. So let me be real here. Who is the fake one? You is Seismic or Archangel Samuel? Who is the fake one here right now? Because they tell people how I fake. So, who is the fake one? You is Seismic or Archangel Samuel or Devika or Ragu or the psychics and them? Who is the fake one here right now? Who is the fake one? All right, let me do a poll then. Let me do an actual poll. Who is the fake one right now? I am the fake one. Archangel Samuel the fake one. Devika the fake one. You is Seismic. Who are the fake one? USGS or scientists? Who is the fake one, guys? Who is the ones who truly fake? Who truly serves Lucifer? Which one truly serves Lucifer? Let me know in the comment section there. So let this sink in your spirit before we go forward.
So there's 7 degrees outside, and you can see the steam rising off the river. Outside, and you can see the steam rising off the river. Outside, and you can see
for months and months and months I teaching you the truth. For months and months and months and months, but the enemy has set up enemies to come against me and to come against the kingdom of light, the true light of Elohim. Hence the reason why the battle is so tough, and that's the reason why many of you would make it, because your life is so fake. You understand? And many of you, many of you listening to this live, you ain't decide yet if you will choose eternal life or if you choose eternal damnation. Because your life is so fake. Your life is so fake. You understand? That you continue to believe in lies of the fallen angels. You continue to live the lie. You understand? You continue to specifically live the worldly lifestyle, so to speak. You support the worldly lifestyle. That's why I keep asking you all. Are you for Elohim or are you against Elohim? If you're against Elohim, you better start to walk. Because I'm telling you, when that time comes, which will be in a few days from now, when that time comes, right, and you're not in sync with Elohim, and you continue with your ungodly lifestyle, and you continue supporting the worldly lifestyle, right, when that time comes, you will not transform. We will go up and you will be left behind, and they will wonder how the heck I could be left behind, and you were so-called following Elohim. That is the reason why you were left behind, because you were so-called following me. You're so-called following me on Facebook, and I know with your counterfeit love, and they say, oh, you love this brother and you love this sister. That's just rubbish. Okay, if you don't love righteousness, all right, nobody is forcing you. Nobody. Elohim, we are absolutely not forcing you to accept righteousness. Righteousness is a decision that you yourself must make. And when you make a decision to live for righteousness, you need to unlearn the lies of this world. You need to stop following the lies of this world. You need to stop promoting the agenda of all the fallen angels and the lives that they want you to live, which is a counterfeit of what Elohim can offer you, which is eternal life. So again, I'm telling you, it's up to you. Stop promoting the agendas of the fallen angels in your lives, because when that time comes, you are going no way. So if you think that you're fooling Archangel Samuel, you're not really fooling me a friggin' tall. I just tell you straightforward. I just talk straightforward. That's what I'm saying. You understand? All right. Enough of your games. I specifically could tell. I specifically could say exactly right now who the names are walking on alignment in Elohim's will. But I wouldn't say nothing yet. When we join a little closer, when we reach, when we reach at least the 12 o'clock hour, when we reach the 12 o'clock hour, I will say all the names of those who will be left behind. You understand? You better pray that your name don't be on my lips. You better pray that your name be in the Lamb's book of life, that your name be on my lips, that you will be left behind. It will be a sad story state for all those who reject me and all those who reject Elohim. So you better pray to be counted worthy. Lest if you're not worthy, you'll be left behind and you'll be thrown into FEMA camp under circumstances that one cannot survive in this flesh. Trust me. I don't want to go too deep into that, because that will lead into other things. I don't want to scare people off the life. I just want to give you an understanding, because I speak to you in true love from the heart of Mama, Papa, and Lord Yahushua. I speak from the heart of them on behalf of them. If you're not walking righteously, you're not living holy, you're not living godly, you will never see the New Jerusalem. You will never enter it. So all that, I love Yahuwah, I love Elohim so much. You see that fake love? You can take that fake love and wipe your ass with it. I know all those who faking their love to Elohim. You understand? So I am a very straightforward person. When that time comes, I will announce all those who will be left behind. So you better pray that your name don't be on my lips. You understand what I'm saying? Because it wouldn't be nice to hear that you'll be left behind. Alright? So I'm telling you right now, out of love, straighten up yourself right now. Come in alignment. Don't take what's saying for granted. Because when that time comes, you will be the one who will be taken for granted. Alright, so let's just switch back to the scene here.
Outside and the river.
So let me just talk a little bit of what we're seeing on the screen right now. What we're seeing on the screen is a complete alignment to everything that Archangel Samuel speaks. If you look at where the alphabets are, that is exactly where the earthquakes happen. Alright? And some of the earthquakes happen certain places. I ain't see they put it in here. I don't know why they're hiding the fact. I don't know why they're hiding that fact, by the way. But anyhow, let me just go a little deeper into this. Alright, so as you can see, the line in here, this is a line in here, folks. This is indeed a line in here. Now, this line in here, this is how the tsunami will be coming in. So when the tsunami coming in, Cuperano will break off. Once Cuperano break off, remember Cuperano is attached to Trinidad. That means that it will not affect the east of Trinidad, not yet. It will affect the central and the south of Trinidad will split and sink. You hear? Now, excuse me, all this is going to happen when the tsunami is near. Let me just recap what I just said, because I love to recap what I'm saying so people go don't take the words that I speak out of context and put it in their own fucking words to distress other people. Alright? So I'm putting the words I'm actually putting the words in meaning to actually teach you something. Alright? So the other people who trying to mislead other people when trying to fuck up your brain and what I'm teaching you. Alright? So in between I had to bust a little distress call on the enemies so they will know with the freaking timing. Alright? So as of right now, this is how the tsunami will be happening. Alright? That's like what I show you all. That's what will happen. Now guys, as you can see here, let me just zoom in a little bit here. As we can see, this is Diego Martin, Port of Spain, alright? So this is Diego Martin here and Port of Spain. Just look where my mouse is and you will learn. You will learn. Alright? You will learn the truth right here. Alright? So, between, let me see, this piece of island called Porto de Haro will be cut off. As I just show you all too, that whole piece of island will collapse into the sea. Now, Cuperano is indeed connected. Let me just go back. Oh boy, let me just go back. Alright, let me just see if I can just get back there, boy. Cuperano. Alright. So as I was saying already, Cuperano is connected. Alright? You see this drawing what I did here? It's complete shit. And it have a lot to do with copying my drawings too as well. Alright? They need to stop thieving people thing. And they need to get their own understanding or their own drawing. Son? Alright, so we're watching it from a far distance. That is not how the fault lines are running at all. Alright? Trinidad and Tobago were the center. You need to stop thieving the drawings. Or whoever Google, tell them stop thieving my drawings because I don't know what it means. And one day you will thank me for teaching you. because nobody knows anything about what's going on. Nobody knows nothing. And I have proved myself over and over and over again that I am the only one that can teach you the truth. The only one that can teach you the truth about what's going on. One day you will thank Archangel Samuel for what's going on. Alright? So let's look at where the earthquakes happen. Now we take a quick zoom in here. Alright? As the drawing states on the other end. Just look, guys. Let me just pull up a big screen there, and then we'll come back to that. Just want to show you all really quick. Alright, really quick. Just visualize the whole map of Trinidad here and the drawing of where the letters are. Alright? Boom. So as you can see here, that is Cuperano. Right here is Cuperano, as you can see. All these earthquakes happen here for a reason. All these earthquakes, if we zoom in some more, I could zoom in, eh? You see, I could zoom in, and when you zoom in, those are actual places where the earthquakes happen on land. Those earthquakes are not happening on the sea, it's happening on land. That means all the dots that you see here is where Abba is going to cut it off completely. So it might have, let me see, at least, I will just give an average of at least, let me see, at least 7 earthquakes again, and it could crack. Well, actually, as of right now, Cuperano is already split. Alright, the split already happening already. Alright, right where you see the earthquakes happening, that is where Yahuwah is going to break it off. Break off. The whole of Cuperano will break off, which includes parts of Guaca. So parts of Guaca, not Kasani. Alright, Kasani here, or Kasane, is not going to be interfered with. As you see, after Guaca there, now Guaca you can see it, Kasani, let me just say, Kasani is the place where the split will end. Alright, so it will be coming from all here. So this whole piece of land here have to break off. Let me just go in some more. Alright, so that piece of land here that I'm showing you all, that piece of land right there by Cuperano, Guaca, Kasani have to break off. So it will break off in a sort of alignment. Let me just show you all. It will break off in this sort of alignment where it will come so, where it will go so. Alright, it will come down here to Maturin. Maturin is not far. It come down to Kuriputu, and then it will go down to Maturin. This is Maturin. This earthquake happened here. They put this dot in a friggin' wrong place. It's supposed to be Maturin. Alright, exactly what Maturin is, but as I show you all how everything is going on right now. So guys, when Cuperano and what do you call the place again, boy? There's another place I just said. Alright, when Cuperano, which includes Kasane, alright, Kasane, Guaca, alright, Kariputu, and Maturin is broke off. Alright, all the other places in green will already be destroyed. So that means that if the split or the crack or the break off is going to occur Cuperano, that specifically means that tectonic plate supplies the whole of Trinidad. How they put these stupid veins, that is not how it is really. Alright, they're trying to copy my teachings, but they don't know what the ass I talk about. And I can prove to you, I specifically teach about how the fault lines are for Trinidad and the world and USA, of course. Alright, so as you can see, Grenada up here. About here, let me say about here, about all here will be kickdem journey. If you specifically look on Archangel Samuel lives, you will see where I already taught that already. Kickdem Jenny is about here. Kickdem Jack is about here. Kickdem John is about here specifically. If I could show you exactly where they are, I can't because I don't have that specific software to show you exactly. But as I said, where the tsunami reach Grenada, it will stop. Alright, and then Kickdem Jenny will erupt, the mud volcano. By the way, alright, they don't know this, but I'm telling you, Kickdem Jenny is actually explosive, a lava and mud entwined or mixed together. Again, let me tell you all again. Kickdem Jenny, the volcano Kickdem Jenny, the underwater volcano, is to facilitate for the tsunami as well, is to help the building of the tsunami as well. So Kickdem Jenny is a lava volcano, a lava underground or under ocean or under, however I want to say it. Kickdem Jenny is capped off right now. It's Abba Yahuwah who goes to these volcanoes and remove the remember I told you all about the stop cork, or the, I can't remember the word that I used or what was used then, but it's called a stop cork. Abba would remove the stop cork over the mouth of the underwater volcano, and when he does that, he's going to trigger it from Trinidad, trigger it from Maturin, and trigger it from Capernaum. So all the activity that's going on with the earthquakes in the Caribbean islands have a lot to do with Kickdem Jenny, have a lot to do with Yahuwah moving the lava from point A to point B. Now, as I said already, Kickdem Jenny is a mix of lava and mud together, and Kickdem Jack have a lot to do with the what we call the blue gas, methane gas. All right, and Kickdem Jack is a volcano, is an actual mud volcano where all the mixtures is in one. So the explosion will really happen where Kickdem Jack is, but Kickdem Jenny in Grenada will help fuel or trigger Kickdem Jack, and Kickdem Jack and Kickdem Jenny will help fuel the tectonic bomb, so to speak, the underwater bomb that will generate another mega tsunami that will happen off the coast of St. George's in Grenada. Alright, I don't know how I know all these things, but I have no idea how I know all these things. But I know what Yahuwah telling me right now, that it will generate off the coast of St. George's in Grenada. I have no idea where St. George's is in Grenada, but I know there's a St. George's in Grenada. I don't know where in St. George's, Grenada, where in St. George's, where in Grenada, St. George's that will be. But in St. George's in Grenada, that is exactly where the other mega tsunami will happen. Now, when that tsunami begin to generate off the coast of St. George's in Grenada, the tectonic plates will be pushed forward in order for it to generate, in order for it to generate. So just like what I'm showing you all here, we'll be talking about that today. Wow, it's a lovely thing that I could actually teach you all a whole thing in one flam, bam. Alright, so when we get to Grenada here, alright, whoa, look St. George's, guys. Oh, wow. So, as I said already, look St. George's right here. This is where the tsunami, another tsunami will be happening right here. Again, look St. George's right here. St. George's, right? Or St. George? St. George's, well, St. George's, right? St. George's, and not too far from St. George's, there's a place called Guave. There's a place called Guave in Grenada, right? Yes, there's a place called Guave. Alright? Learn from Archangel Samuel, teaching you the truth. There's also a place in Grenada called Sotes. Let me see if I can find a place called Whoa! There's a place in Grenada called Sotes as well. Wow! Awesome. Listen to Archangel Samuel. that teaching you the truth. Alright, so let me just zoom out. Wow, there is a place called Sates in Grenada, as well as St. George's. Awesome, guys. Wow. Alright, so now we know where St. George's is in Grenada, and it's a place called Grenville, as well as you see in Grenville here. And there's a place called Tivoli. Me know where that place is. Alright. So here what's going to happen in Grenada. Now, remember I told you all, Grenada have 3 volcanoes, underwater volcanoes as well. Grenada have 3 underwater volcanoes, which will actually be the main thing for I wonder if I could get Indonesia here one time. It would be nice. If I could get Indonesia one time, I'll teach everything about Indonesia one time. If I could get let me say, like how I get to zoom into Google and see different islands and different places. If I got access, I would teach everything that happened in Indonesia as well, which I already did and people in Indonesia ignored me. Alright? But anyhow, I'm not teaching about Indonesia. Allah Makbar Allah. Alright? Wow, so the people in Indonesia are going through a real hard time right now of the saturation process that is unfolding there in certain parts of the islands. Trinidad and Tobago is 99.5% to 100%. It's not fully 100% yet saturation for Trinidad. For the Caribbean island, it remains at 99%. For Trinidad, remains at 99.5%. For California, the saturation is a full 100%. The saturation for New York City is a full 100%. Alright? So all those places that experience this cold frost or this catastrophic weather where it's colder than Antarctica, those are places that have already been saturated. As I told you all, when those places are saturated completely, saturated, those places will experience supernatural shifts, as I told you all that before. Alright, so off St. George's here, alright, off St. George's right here exactly. Alright, so I'll give you the time when this will happen. So now I'm going to reveal the timing when the tsunami will happen off St. George's. I didn't do this before, but as we teaching something, I'll be able to teach you something a little deeper. Alright, as for St. George's, that is where the tsunami will stop and build. So, there will be earthquakes to happen St. George's soon in order to facilitate the tectonic plates for the tsunami to happen there. Guys, Grenada is a very deep place. Alright? The water in Grenada, as soon as you step in, let me say, in Grenada, right? St. George's is very deep. St. George's may be about, as soon as you, let me say this is the shoreline here. As soon as you step in here, water done over your head already. It's not like Trinidad. It's not like Trinidad. Grenada is way deeper. It's deeper ocean there. Alright, so as soon as you step into the water then begin to cover your head already. So that specifically means that Grenada already have a certain depth of water. It's just for Yahuwah to raise the tectonic plate and build it up maybe about build it up about 7 feet. Build up the tectonic plate of St. George's there for about 7 feet. Also to note that St. George's is indeed on the Maturin and the Cuperano tectonic plates. Alright, so now I'm going to reveal to the world how this tsunami is going to happen since we have this time in here. I hope I'm past my hour, you know. Wow, I done past my hour already. Alright. So, St. George's, alright, the 10.1 magnitude earthquake will surely happen at 3 a.m. Panama City. So here we're going to zoom out and we're going to go and look now for Panama City. So let's look for Panama City now. We should see Panama City somewhere here. We will look for Panama City. Panama City, where's Panama City? All right, so just look where Caracou is. Let me see if I can find Caracou. All right, I think where Caracou is, guys. I will look for Caracou here right now, and we should see Panama City. So I'll tell you exactly where, as you can see, piece of part of land and all this kind of thing. All right, so we will be coming soon up to Panama City, which have to be, I think, a little way somewhere here. Somewhere here we should find Panama City. So I'll see if I could find Panama City here. Point up here now. This is part of the other drawing that I did. Alright? It's part of the other drawing that I did recently, which I will be going in today, but this is nice that I could actually go through these different islands. St. John's is a small place. Corentin, we're going up, we're going up, we're going up, we're going up, we're going up still. We should be coming to Panama City, but it's not coming up yet, so I'll have to keep pulling up. So I still looking now. Alright, so I think I'll have to do a reboot there. I will have to do a reboot because I reached so far and I'm not finding Panama City. Alright, so I'm not finding Panama City right now, but I just want to tell you all exactly how these earthquakes will unfold. Alright, so doing a reboot there. Let me just go to Grenada there now. Let me go back to Grenada. Alright, we're going back to St. George's in Grenada. Grenada is surrounded by waters, guys. As you can see, they are surrounded by waters. And in a few days, I will be telling you all exactly about Grenada and the true history of Grenada, the true history of Trinidad, and the true history of all the Caribbean islands. Alright? Alright, so if Caracou, not far from Grenada, says, I am actually not seeing Caracou here. Alright? Caracou is absolutely not visible here. I see Hillsborough. Anyhow, as you all know where Caracou is, right? I'm not seeing Caracou, but it's alright. But anyhow, guys, the earthquake now, or the tsunami, come down the islands. Alright, let me say the tsunami coming down the islands, coming down the islands, coming down the islands, coming down the islands. It's coming down the islands. It comes down to Sautes. It will wipe out Grenada. Alright? Grenada will be wiped out. But when the tsunami reach places like Guave, alright, Guave in Grenada, the tsunami will begin to slow down. So the tsunami now will slow down when it reach Guave. So when it reach Guave, the tsunami will slow down. It will slow down. And when it reach places like Grand Riviere, I think it's Grand Riviere or Grand Roy or Concord or Brazan, when it reach these places, forget Grenville and these places, when it reach places like Grand Roy, it will begin to go even slower. And when it reach St. George's, it will stop. It will stop for about, let me say it will stop for about 3 minutes. Then the volcano here, alright, those volcanoes offshore George, I think it's St. George's, I can't remember where the volcanoes are, but those underwater volcanoes, guys, will begin to erupt. And when it erupts now, there will be another tsunami, which will merge with the tsunami behind here. Alright, so the tsunami that will be behind here after it stopped, alright, Grand Mal, after it stopped there, and then it comes slowly to St. George's. Let's look where the mouse is and you will learn more. Look where the mouse is, guys, and you will learn even more. When it stops to St. George's, then kickdem Jenny, kickdem Jack, and kickdem John. I'm not sure the names of the volcano, but I'm speaking from the spiritual preference of Elohim here. Alright, so St. George's is where the another tsunami will begin. Alright, and remember I told you all that the volcano relies at the depth of 300 feet. So the depth of 300 feet is where Kickdem Jenny is located. The core of the volcano is at 300 feet deep. Alright, for Kickdem Jenny is 300 feet deep. Kickdem Jack, I think, is about 400 feet deep, and Kickdem John is about 500 feet deep, because Kickdem John is a combination of all the elements of what is in the two other volcanoes. So there will also, as I said already, there are methane gas, mud volcano, and lava. Alright, so the three volcanoes, underwater volcano in Grenada, will also contribute and help the process of the mega tsunami that will also be generated as well. So when the Kickdem Jenny, Kickdem Jack, and Kickdem John explodes, guys, yes, it will generate a tsunami, and the tsunami, this piece of island called St. George's, will break off. And the water that gathered a little way behind St. George's, it will now merge with Kickdem Jenny, Kickdem Jack, and Kickdem John water that generated the tsunami. It will merge, and then now it will begin to move again. That's the reason why, guys, for the small earthquakes, alright, is in order to build the tectonic plates in a certain alignment. Alright? Alright, so all these places here will be destroyed. All these places here, St. George's goes right back across, will be destroyed, because Indonesia, guys, is Indonesia is on this side here. On this side right here will be the Indonesian tectonic plate. Alright? So the tsunami now will spread from left straight across to right, and it will destroy everything coming down the island chain. Alright, so this will be around, let me say, this will be around 4, let me say about 4:30 in the morning. Alright? Because since the tsunami will begin at 3 a.m. Between Panama City and Caracas, 3 a.m., right? Then by 4 o'clock, the tsunami should reach, let me see, the tsunami should already reach Grenada, Sotes coming down, destroying, wiping out places coming down, alright? All those places will be destroyed coming down, alright? And by 4:30 in the morning time, 4:30 in the morning, make sure you take notes of every single thing that I speak over this live, as it will be a reference for future events, which is to unfold within the next 7 days. Alright? So, guys, as I was saying already, about 4:30 in the morning, alright, the other tsunami will generate, and it will merge with the 3 a.m. tsunami from Panama City. Alright? Let me just zoom out there to come down the islands. Alright, so while it's coming down the islands, it will continue to generate, it will continue to build. Alright, so while it's coming now, modulate from left to right. So when the tsunami reaches Tobago, because this is Tobago here, it will end up Scarborough. Alright, so all these places here called Castora, Bloody Bay, Charlottesville, Ugal, whatever, Scarborough, in Tobago, Crum Point, those places will be destroyed. Alright? Now, the water will not stop Scarborough nor Crum Point. The water will be coming because there's no tectonic plate here which will build in order to build a new tsunami. No, or to cause a merge or anything like that. So at this point, we have at least, let me see, we have at least, let me see, at least 7,000 feet of water. Let me just say 7,000 feet. So at least we have 7,000 feet of water now. Alright, 7,000 feet of water high. Alright, I'm just giving you all a reference. It could be more, it could be less. Alright, as I said already, I don't want to scare you off the life. So when it reached after Scarborough and the tsunami destroys Scarborough, then it will begin to slow down again. The tsunami will slow down here. Right here, where you see this orange dot, that is where the tsunami will slow down. It will come to a sort of halt, but not a fast halt, but it will slow down. The water will begin, the tsunami will begin to slow down, but it will begin also to generate another mini or another major tsunami will begin to generate when it reach here. Alright, when it bunks off the mountain of the northern range, the water will go back and pitch back, or the water will actually, when the water bunks back on the northern range, because this will be, oh my gosh, I never shown you all. This will be the northern range right here. Alright, this will be the northern range, this will be the mountains and everything. So right here, the water will bounce back here. Alright, because there's no earthquakes happening here to cause any sort separation between Diego Martin and Marval and Port of Spain. There is a different alignment or different thing that will be happening there. Alright? So we're talking about places like Maracas Bay. Alright? The water will generate and it will stop off these mountains. See these mountains here? They don't want to tell you it's a friggin' mountain. But guys, this is a mountain. All these mountains here that I've shown you all here, right. Remember I told you all that the tsunami is from left to right, alright? It's left to right, alright? In a line coming down the road. When the tsunami reaches about here, so, alright? About here, the water will bounce back. Alright, the water will bounce back because there's nothing here that will there's nothing here that will allow the mountain to fall or the mountain to sink or the mountain to melt. There's no sort of activity going on there as of right now. But there will be a sort of bounce back from here. It will bounce back from here. And then now, the water now will go back onto this tectonic plate. Alright? When the water goes back onto the tectonic plate, then the wave now, it will swing from here. Remember I told you all, when the water lashes Diego Martin side or Maracas side, the mountains will block the water from coming on land. Right? The mountains will block the water from coming on land. So that means that the water now will bounce back and it will hit this tectonic plate where earthquakes happen here. And when it hit this letter here, which will be, I can't remember what letter it is right now, but you will see it in the drawing just now. When it hit this letter here, guys, then the water, the tsunami now, will swing a different way. Understand what I'm saying? When the water swings a different way, that is how the water now will be swinging now to go this way. Alright? So when the water now goes this way, now remember it was going from side to side. Remember I told you all it will come to a halt and then the wave now will hit the mountain on the northern range and then now the water now will split the water in a certain way where the water now would not be in left to right position, but it will be in an up to down position now going towards Cuperano, right? Alright, so you see all where earthquakes happen here, right? Those are tectonic plates, additional tectonic plates Yahuwah set up in order for the water now to bounce this way, Cuperano way. So all here will be wiped out, alright? And when the water reaches Cuperano, right? When the water reaches out here, see right here? When the water reaches out here, the water will come to a halt. And now there will be the 8.5 magnitude earthquake that will happen off a Cuperano and the Maturin tectonic plate, which is right here, of course, okay? Alright, so when that happens, Cuperano here, the 8.5 magnitude earthquake will happen here. The magnitude earthquake now will help. It will help to break off this entire piece of island here. We'll just bring it down here. So this entire piece of island that you're seeing here, right, by Cuperano and what's the other place? Casane, alright, those places will be wiped off the map, because this piece, Cuperano, is connected to the whole of Trinidad. Cuperano empowers the whole of Trinidad, together with Maturin. Maturin is the epicenter of Venezuela, as well as the epicenter for the Caribbean, for the entire island of Trinidad and Tobago, and a piece of Grenada, which will be St. George's. You hear what I say? So, St. George's, alright, is part of that tectonic plate alignment, alright? That's the reason why it will stop and it will build again. Now, the Caribbean islands, guys, is... I was looking at the wrong thing. The Caribbean island is on one major or one active tectonic plate. But because of the tectonic plates are in alignment in a specific way in order to create an atmosphere of major quakes. So where we see this orange here, where we see this here, this seeing shagaramas. I know what I'm doing there, but that can't be shagaramas. Alright? Can't be shagaramas. But I'm seeing shagaramas. Can't. Alright. Alright, so that can't be shagaramas because shagaramas is quite up here. Alright? But the where you see this orange or yellow circle here, where you see this while actually pointing out to you here, this is where a major earthquake happened recently. I think it was a 5.5. Alright, now earthquakes are the invention of the creators. Yahuwah is the one who is moving the tectonic plates in a specific alignment. Please take notes of everything that I speak over this live. It will be very important that you take notes of what I teach, alright, so that you could learn, that you could know exactly what's going on, and you will no longer be deceived anymore of anything that will be happening around the earth. So who can hear will feel according to what the song says, alright? But as I tell you all there will be another day where I will teach even more depth things.
Even that needs no eyes to see. As the kids of
Yeah, so as you can see right about now, we are still live. Right now, we are still live. I don't want to let her run away from the live. I have a lot more to teach you all. I have a lot more to teach, guys. A lot more to teach. Alright, so I want you to just sit tight. Alright, sit tight. Alright, we won't go too long because I teach a lot. I teach a whole lot here right now. As I was saying, I teach a whole lot. I don't want you to run away from the live at all. So as you can see, right now, all those who laughing could laugh, all those who send an angry face. Alright, so as we can see right about now, this is the destruction of the Caribbean islands, the destruction of Trinidad. This is the 8.5 magnitude earthquake. Yes, that will happen off Cuperano tectonic plate and the epicenter of Maturin at 5:23 p.m. on a day unknown, on an evening, on a beautiful evening when everybody's enjoying themselves. That is when it will occur. That is when. That is when it will occur, Trinidadians. It will occur on those timing. As you can see in the drawing right now, let's just take a look at the drawing. Alright? Let's just look at the drawing. I can be able to bring it up two places at the same time. Awesome. Trinidadians, just look at where the drawings are. The drawings are accurate. Look where the drawings. F is actually Cuperano. G is Maturin. E is Polomar or Polomar. Can't really pronounce the name that right. But just look at where the drawings are, people. Look where the drawings are. You know, make a judgment for yourself. Archangel Samuel is right of everything that he's telling you. I don't need to make up stories like UE Seismic to tell you all lies. Alright? Polomar will be somewhere out here, guys. I need to find Polomar here. Alright, so one more thing. Let me just teach you all one last thing before we move forward here. One of the things that you need to know is that the other part of Venezuela will also be untouched. But when the tsunami is generated, guys, is generated, let's go down, right? When the tsunami is generated here of the eastern tectonic plate, which is Saguanas or Sigaguanas of Trinidad. Yes, Sigaguanas. When the tsunami is generated in Saguanas, it will flatten Trinidad. That is why I was telling you all the 10.1 magnitude earthquake some months ago, that it will flatten the Caribbean islands, because I know what I'm talking about. And now I just explained to you all what I mean, or what Ya means by the Caribbean islands being destroyed or flattened by a 10.1 magnitude earthquake. So that means that the earthquake for California, the settings of the earthquakes in California will be completely different, because it's not only a tsunami going to happen in California. We're talking about a crust displacement, which I may have to do a drawing in the future. So in the future soon, how about I have this opportunity here to bring up and show you different maps and all this kind of thing, which is beautifully nice. I will be able to show you I'll be able to just go through everything, all the places, and just pinpoint exactly where the tsunamis will be happening, so to give you an idea of what's going to happen. Alright? So already explained, the green one have to be the H. Alright, so the green one that happened here, sorry. This green here, you see this green here? This is where H is on the alphabetical prophetic, or the alphabetical divine drawing of Elohim's plan for the mega tsunami, or the mega tsunami, so to speak. Alright? Alright, make sure you take notes of everything that I said. there was an earthquake that happened here. The last earthquake that happened, guys, it happened right here. Right where you see the mouses, right there is where earthquake happened. Remember I told you all how everything needs to happen, alright? And on that same day, the 31st of January, there was an earthquake that happened Kachaka Island. Kachaka Island. Right. So Kachaka what? Sakari. Oh yeah, Sakari Island. This is down the islands, guys. This is Sagaramas. This is Carenage. This is Glencoe. This is Cocorite. This is Maraval. Maraval is not far from Port of Spain. We have Santa Cruz right here. We have Cantaro, with the us that is in Trinidad. We have places, Maracas is certainly not far from the equation. Alright, so as you can see, as I wanna zoom in there, you could see for yourself that all those places are very, very close when you zoom out. When you zoom in, it might be a little distance for you, because that is how they make the map. Alright, that is how they make the map. That is not how it is. But when you zoom out, you realize that all those places like Blashy Shares is close to Port of Spain per se, as close. Rima is not far from Port of Spain. Sandy Grande is not far from Port of Spain. Alright, Sandy Grande is certainly not far from Port of Spain. Places like Brazil. Alright, so let me just say all the places now that will be split. As we had an opportunity here to bring it up. Let me see if I can bring it up here. Right. So when we zooming in here, we will see places like Point 14, Icacos. As I told you all, Los Galos, or Los Soros, or Los Galos, wherever they call it. This place called Los Galos will be cut off together with Point 14 and Labre. As you can see, Labre up here. Alright, Labre is up here. Alright, Labre, Aripiro, Faizabad. Alright, so let me just zoom in. Let me zoom out here. We see Point 14. From Point 14, Captiville, Los Oros, Cedros, Icacos, cut off. It will sink. There is no tectonic plate holding up Icacos and those places that I keep telling you all over and over. There is no place holding up Icacos. There's no tectonic plate holding up those places. Those places are holding up by the epicenter, which is Maturin. You see where Maturin is, family? Look where Maturin is, family. Maturin right here. Alright, Maturin is connected to Maturin is the epicenter of Cuperano. Cuperano is the epicenter of the whole island of Trinidad and Tobago. So when the break off happens, Cuperano, it will bring destruction to Trinidad. The whole of Trinidad, Caribbean, the whole of Trinidad and Tobago will be brought under immediate judgment immediately. Now, there are other people who will never, other people who don't know anything about this, and they will never tell you about this because they have no idea what it is going on there on Maturin. Oh yeah, I can see Sweet Paloma here. You see Paloma right here? Right, goody good. Alright, so all these places here will be destroyed. But you see how close Maturin is, right? When you zoom out, you will notice that Maturin is right there. Maturin is close. But when we zoom in, you realize that Maturin is a little distant from Cuperano. But Cuperano is very close to Maturin as they are on the same tectonic plate. Again, Maturin is the epicenter of Venezuela. The whole island of Venezuela, the epicenter is Maturin. Alright? The main tectonic plate for Venezuela is Cuperano. The main tectonic plate for Trinidad, the whole of Trinidad and Tobago, is Cuperano as well, because as they are on the interlock tectonic plate which connects with each other. Alright, so those tectonic plates are connected with each other, guys. Hence the reason why when earthquakes happen Venezuela, or when the earthquake happened off Maturin, Venezuela felt it and was rocked. Let's go Venezuela. Right, now we in Venezuela. Maturin is Venezuela, guys, by the way. Alright. Alright, so you see different places. Wow, I didn't know I could do that. But you see all these different places, right? All these different places. I think El Salvador, you see Colombia. Colombia is not far from Venezuela. Look where Colombia, look where Venezuela is. Right off Ecuador here. All here is where earthquakes happening right now in order to facilitate the tsunamis happening here to merge with the tsunami that will be happening at 3 a.m. 4:30 a.m. Alright, so by, let me say, by 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, by 7 o'clock, the tsunami, our next tsunami will begin Ecuador. Our next tsunami will begin Ecuador exactly at what's it, at 7 a.m. right? At 7 a.m. Port Viejo, alright, Porto Viejo. That is where our next tsunami will be happening there. That tsunami will begin at 7 a.m. sharp on that particular day. Alright, so I'm just showing you exactly places I am aware of. The tsunami from Ecuador will generate into maybe a 4,000, not 4,000 feet. The tsunami in Ecuador will be at least 700 feet building up. Alright, but when it meets the tsunami from Trinidad, I want all to know how this thing going to happen. Alright, let me just zoom out there. Alright, so this is where all the earthquakes happen here. This is Trinidad here. Alright, and you have Cuba up here, you have Mexico, you have United States. United States is not far from Trinidad and Tobago. Just look at that. Alright, so my teaching here is very ancient, and it is the teaching from the beginning of time. Alright, you have Colombia is not far from Venezuela. If you zoom in, you will see Venezuela and Ghana, and not Ghana in in Nigeria. We ain't going there. We're talking about Ecuador, and we're talking about Brazil, we're talking about Peru, Bolivia, Paraguay, Argentina. Argentina had some saturation recently, guys. Saturation, and as well as earthquakes happening Argentina, earthquakes happening Paraguay. All the major places that have earthquakes, that will have earthquakes in the future, will be Cuba, will be Mexico. As I said, today in Mexico there was an earthquake that was felt in Guatemala as well. Guatemala is not far from there, right? Alright, so all those places here where you're seeing here, which I can't really do a full drawing here. Alright, so we're on the right path. You have Phoenix, you have Woody Ass. So you're telling me America is not far from Trinidad, guys? Look. America is certainly not far from Trinidad and Tobago. Look, Trinidad here, Colombia here, Venezuela here. Alright, you have United States not far at all. Look where Venezuela is, look where United States is. Am I making sense to when I tell you that what's happening on unfolding in Venezuela is a complete plot against the righteous ones, which is us, of course? Okay, guys? Thus, look where United States is. Look where Trinidad is. Look where Caprano is. Look, guys, look. It's right there. America is not far from Trinidad. They lied to us. They lied. They lied and they told us America is far away and it takes months or years or days or whatever. hours to reach America is all lies, all a business. If you look from the heavens, let me be looking from Yahuwah perspective. Let me look from Yahuwah's perspective. Yahuwah is a giant. The light and told us that United States is further than Trinidad. It is indeed a lie. Let's go. Let's see where Piarco Airport is in Trinidad. Let's zoom into Trinidad, guys, and let me show you exactly where Piarco Airport is. All right. Let's go. Piarco Airport. Let me just zoom in. Let me see if I can see Piarco Airport. Where's Piarco Airport here, boy? Let me see. Those places, Brasso Sec, Tagariga, Sandy Grande, all right, Freeport, Couva. Piarco Airport supposed to be somewhere around here. All right, it's I think Piarco Airport supposed to be somewhere in a remind. Yeah, I could actually zoom in. Yes, I could zoom in, and you could see the streets too as well, which is awesome. It's just cool. It's nice. Nice that you can actually see. But guys, Piarco Airport is not far. You see Arima Velodrome? Alright. Now looking from Yahuwah perspective, you see all these places here. And I can even zoom into Point Fortin, where you can actually see Captiville. Let me just zoom into Point Fortin, Labre, Cochrane Village, Point Fortin. Let me zoom into Point Fortin. When we zoom into Point Fortin, we're supposed to find Captiville. We're supposed to find places like Monroe Street, Warden Road, which is in Point Fortin, Warden Road, Reed Road. I don't know where these places are. Let's see if I could zoom in. Alright, I can't find Monroe Road, but I ain't seeing Captiville. Alright, but Warden Road is this road going up here. Alright, so therefore Captiville had to be a little, let me say, a little more down. Maybe the map in maybe it isn't really updated yet, but as you can see Tom Trace here, that is a trace, and you see Elton Trace. Those places, guys, will be destroyed. As I told you all, Captiville will be wiped off. Look, I had to zoom straight in to see Captiville, because those are small places. Those are places that should be on the map, but I'm not seeing Captiville. Oh yeah, Captiville Public Cemetery. As you can see, guys, I'm not lying to you, telling you all the truth. Captiville Cemetery, Captiville Road. I was right about that. All right. Captiville Main Road, Captiville Road, Captiville, Tom Trace, Cadogan Street, Jeffers Drive, all those other places in Captiville, Point Fortin, those places will be cut off. So we're talking about Point Fortin will be cut off completely. Point Fortin, Faizabad, Palo Seco, Saparia, cut off. All right, will be cut off. As I told you all, that is how the split's going to happen. That is how it's going to cut off. All right. So I'm talking enough for today. Next teaching, we will talk about some other things. All right. Next teaching, we will talk about some other things. As you can see, Jamaica, Cuba, Bahamas, Miami, Tampa Bay, that is in Florida. Orlando is not far. I'm telling you guys, they lie to us. Everything they lie to us. Atlanta is not far. St. Louis, everything is right there. United States is just right there. It's not far away, as they say, guys. It's not far away, right? The earth is flat, by the way. All right, the earth is flat. But when you zoom in, you see certain things. You see United States. You see United States of Canada. All right, everything is right there. Trinidad is not far away from America at all. Actually, Trinidad is on the same, America is on the same route with, let's see. You see, everybody is right there. The map is a lie. Understand? This is the flat earth map, by the way. This is the flat earth. So look at it this way. We're not looking at a spinning ball. We're looking at a flat earth. So we're looking at the earth at a flat point of view. All right, the earth is flat, by the way. See, Greenland is right there. Iceland is right there. You understand? It's not around a friggin' ball. They lied. They give you that image in your head to brainwash you. Look where Iceland is. This is where I have earthquakes right now happening in Iceland, because that is where a volcano is going to erupt in order to create a tsunami. There's a lot of things, guys. A lot of things that I could tell you. United Kingdom is not far from United States at all. It might take a couple hours, because remember you're flying by air, so it might take a couple hours to reach there. All right, but if you're flying with your wings, and he's an angel, and you're flying with your wings, United Kingdom, Kazakhstan, Ukraine, Turkey, Italy, they're not far. They're right here. Look where Italy is. Not far from United Kingdom. Bulgaria is not even far from Trinidad. If we zoom this out, look, guys, if we zoom this out directly, look where my mouse is. If you look specifically where my mouse is, you will see Bulgaria is right here, opposite direction with Trinidad. Bulgaria and those other places is opposite Turkey, Iran, opposite to Sandy Grande side, opposite to Turco side. Alright, it's all opposite, guys. They lied to us. They lied. Every friggin' thing they're lying for. Everything they're lying for. You understand? Look, Sudan is opposite to Trinidad. That's what I told you all. All the islands was merged together. We were all one big happy family once upon a time. So once upon a time, guys, we was a happy family. You know, we were one happy family with one glass dome over us, and the covering us from the evil influence of the fallen angels, which was outside. So right where you see these dots here, that is where Trinidad is. Peru is far. Brazil is far. As you can see, Trinidad is a little way off these tectonic plates, as it is on its own separate plate, a little way off the Colombia and Venezuela tectonic plates. As I already teach you all that already. Alright, these information are very deep, and I actually want you all to take notes of every single thing that Brother Shai teach you, because it's all for free. You don't need to go into a university to know that the earth is friggin' flat. You understand? I already teach you all that the islands are not far a friggin' tall. Not far. Spain is opposite Colombia. Spain is opposite Colombia. Colombia is not far from Trinidad. The islands are all close together, guys. They are all close together. Alright? So Bulgaria and those other places is not far from Trinidad at all. Bulgaria is right here where Italy is. Close to Italy will be Bulgaria. Bulgaria is on the eastern side of the Caribbean islands. So on the eastern side of the Caribbean islands will be Bulgaria. Bulgaria, Moscow, Moscow. So when you think that Putin going and make a whole, let me say, well, that what they're saying, Putin going to make a whole rounds around the ball and then come Venezuela, you lie. Putin going and pass right off the coast of Turco, and he's going to go Venezuela. As I was saying, this is the plan, this is the plot of the enemies that is against us, guys. And you must take Archangel Samuel, what I'm telling you all. Putin going and pass right here, and they're going and set up their base right Georgetown. And when they set up the base right Georgetown, the plot is against Trinidad. The plot is against the Caribbean islands. Okay, I understand. I may be putting some of you all to sleep, because I noticed some people leave the live. Maybe, I don't know, but some people leave the live. And I think I teach you all enough today for I think I teach you all enough, and specifically I think it's time to like just. I'm not sure if you all falling asleep there. All right, but it's a blessing. It's a real blessing teaching you all here. Remember that everything that they get from Elohim is a blessing, is indeed a blessing from Elohim. All right, so please ask Yahuwah right now to sweep over your soul. Let this song marinate into your spirit right now.
Sweep over my soul. Sweep over my soul. Those are rolling like jet that I sweep over my soul. Think back, sweep over my soul. Sweep over my soul. Every moment I will sing a song of praise to Him. He'll the King of Kings. Every day I will rise. Every morning I will sing. Every evening I will lift my voice. Lift my voice in praise. I got oh Lord, sweep over my soul. Sweep over my soul. Though I've been over and tempered in blood. Sweep over my soul. I hear a voice is calling from somewhere out there. A voice is singing somewhere in my ear. And I know that I must rise and fill my heart and pray and sing for Jah Almighty. I say sweep over my soul. Oh, sweep over my soul. The road may rough and tough and go and get so hard. Just sweep over my soul. Get to me, oh, get to me. And I said, listen, I want to see the only one of creation. And I said, sing songs of redemption, songs of praise and win. I claim in my position in creation as the son of the Almighty God. Beholding His glory, manifesting through I and I forever. Oh Lord, sweep over my soul. Sweep over my soul. Don't be Lord and just sweep over my soul.
So we were all told lies. Look how close these islands are to us. They lied. Telling you halfway around the world. That is bullshit. They lied to us. This is the truth here, guys. We live on a flat earth. Alright? We live on a flat earth, not a spinning ball. We were all told lies. Look how close Angola is to Trinidad. I told you all, we were all one island before. If you take this piece of island here and you join it to the Venezuela piece of island, you will see for yourself. We were all one before. Years ago. We were all one people in Yah. We were all Israel. You understand? We were all Israel. We were always Israel in the first place. We were always Israel. We were always the 12 tribes of Israel. Alright? We were all one before. So all the cock and bull bullshit that the Hebrews movement and the New Agers, the Sky Watchers, the atheists, the pastors, the historians, the people who think they know anything about our true history, these people are brainwashed and brainwashing you, the people of this earth.
Sleep over my soul. Sleep over my soul. Though the rolling life gets through, Jaja sleep over my soul. Think back, sleep over my soul. Sleep over my soul. Though the billows roll and tempests rule, Jaja will sleep over my soul. Every day, every moment, I will sing a song of praise to Him. Hail the King of Kings. Every day, I will rise. Every morning, I will sing. Every evening, I will lift my voice. With my voice in praise. I got. Oh Lord, sleep over my soul. Sleep over my soul.
All right, so this is the truth that I tell you all, the ancient truth of Elohim, the truth, the true foundation of righteousness of Yahuwah, Imaya, and Lord Yahushua. I'd like to say thank you for everyone who listened to this live today, everyone that joined this live today. I'm not going to stay too long. I've taught you all a whole lot for free. You don't have to go into a university to learn about this, because you know they will taint it down, they will wash it down with salt, and they will sugarcoat it down to the very last grain of sugar. They will do it just to hide their agendas. Alright, so I'm not going to stay too long on this live, but I just want to show you all that there's a reason why the tsunami must happen, how it must happen, because the Caribbean islands tectonic plate is separate from the United States. They are separated because if you look specifically, you will see United States on their own plate. United States of America is on their own tectonic plates. Alright, and United States is certainly not far. And if I go to zoom in to United States here, let me just zoom in. You could see Dallas, Atlanta, St. Louis, Denver, alright, Phoenix, Los Angeles, San Diego, Fresno, not far, these places out here. So recently there was an earthquake happened San Diego, and there was an earthquake happened Los Angeles. There are earthquakes happening in Phoenix. There are earthquakes happening in Arizona. Arizona is where Sister Kati lives. I think where Sister Kati is right now. Sister Kati, shalom. Sister Kati is in Arizona. Alright. Most of you brothers and sisters are looking for California here. Let me see if I could find Cali. And Cali's in see what I can find California. Okay, so I already show you already. This is Guadalupe, not Guadalupe, where we have in the Caribbean islands. So you might find that some of the places have similar names to what we have in the Caribbean islands. That is because of the enemies. Bajan, California, you know what that is. Bajan, California is certainly a part of America as well. Alright, Baja, California is where it had an earthquake recently. The earthquake was fell exactly San Quentin. So San Quentin, anytime you hear the name like San Juan and San Quentin and San this and San that, those are half of elite's name, or half of the fallen angels name, or the names that they specifically made up. Alright, so guys, this is the truth. You see San Diego, you see Oceanside, you see Los Angeles. How far is Los Angeles here? We're supposed to see California. California is supposed to manifest here for us, guys. Los Angeles, wow, they look like alright, so anyhow, I'm seeing California here on the map. It may be a little different places, maybe a lot different. Beverly Hills is one of the places in America. Malibu, all right. I think we're supposed to be close now to Hawaii. Hawaii is certainly not far from America here. Hawaii had to be, and somewhere here will be Yellowstone. Yellowstone should be somewhere here. All right. It's all right. San Francisco. All right. Look, guys, it's not far at all. All right. There was an earthquake that happened. Greater Falloons, San Francisco. It's just to prove to you that these people full of shit that teaching people history and all kind of thing. They're all teaching them lies. The islands are not far at all. San Francisco. All right, San Jose. There was an earthquake that happened in San Francisco. Soon the epicenter was felt in Santa Rosa, Sacramento. All right, Sacramento, Davis, Roseville, Yuba City, Willows, Chica. Although we might end up in New York just now. All right, so I just wanted to show you all, give you all an idea of what's really going on, so that you all could see for yourself. Look, Canada here, you all could see that the people who believe in the lies of these fuckers, all right. United States, I think New York is somewhere. New York had to be somewhere up here. I may be wrong. I will be right. Right, I am right. New York, right here, guys. There's New York, Boston, Ottawa, Toronto. Those are places freezing. Chicago, freezing. And you see the blue that you see here? Those are lakes. All right, those are lakes. And you see St. Louis, Chicago, Minneapolis. All right, so I was right. That is how it is, guys. Cali is not far either. California, certainly not far. So that's what I tell you all. Mexico, all right. Mexico is a kind of halfway on the tectonic plate, because look where Mexico is. Baja, California. Let's see. Phoenix, San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Jose, California. Bam. Look, Fresno here. It's always praised to go back, eh? California here, and look, Fresno right here. As you can see, this, let me just zoom out there. That's one place. This will be Fresno. All right. Fresno in California right here. All right, Fresno City Hall. Everything is right there. There was an earthquake that happened. There was an earthquake that was felt happen. Let me tell you where the earthquake happened. I had to zoom out for you all to see that, right? The earthquake happened right here, called National Marine Sanctuary. The epicenter is San Jose, San Francisco. Is not far from Fresno. All right. All right, guys. I think that is enough teaching for today. I think that is enough teaching for today. So sit tight. All right. I think that is enough.
I wanna share something with you, Oh God, I wanna share something with you. Music is the rod and we are Moses, yeah. Leading God's children to the promised land. Music is the voice of his brother Aaron, yeah. Preaching and comforting at the Father's command. We have the power to turn things around. It's for us to stand up when we fall to the ground. I say this with a smile, pause for a while. Listen, my son, the prophets have come. Music is the rod and we are Moses, leading God's children to the promised land. Music is the voice of his brother Aaron. preaching and comforting by the Father's command. No use in trying to compromise the truth. Our eyes are open, we're taking our youth to the land of our Father, Mama Africa. Prepare yourselves, tell it to your neighbor. Music is the route and we are moving, leading God's children to the promised land. Music is the voice of his brother Aaron, preaching and comforting by the Father's command. Striking the rock, making true love flow. Oh, that flowing love is what we need to go. With this, things can only be better.
So now you all will believe what Archangel Samuel is saying, right? Because I am right about what I'm saying. Look where Panama City is, guys. Look where Panama City is. Look where Trinidad is. Look where Panama is. Let me just slide the thing a little bit so. Alright. Look where Trinidad is. Look where Panama City is. Look where Trinidad is. Look where Panama City is. But the tsunami now will be happening from Panama City, go up to Caracou. Alright, Caracou, remember Caracou is the little island here. So places like Haiti and all those other places, other things will be happening there. Alright. So I've already told you all exactly what will happen. Costa Rica is after Panama, Nicaragua, you have San Salvador, Guatemala. Remember, an earthquake happened today in Mexico. Where is Mexico, guys? Look where Mexico is. Mexico is on United States tectonic plate, sort of on the Caribbean tectonic plate. So you see all these places here: Cuba, Guatemala, Nicaragua, Panama, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Brazil, Bolivia, Paraguay, Argentina. Those places are a part. Antarctica down here. All right, this is Antarctica down here. All right, these are the ice shelves and stuff like that. All right. So that's why I tell you all. All right, they like to lie too friggin' much. This is the end of the world here, right here. This is the end of the world. This actually, when I mean the end of the world, I mean the end of coming to the end of everything on the earth. I mean, this will be the end of this part of the world. All right, this will be the friggin' western side. This is the western side of the world, and this is the end of the western part of the world, which contribute to the southwest. El Salvador, El Salvador, Mexico, all those other places is on the sort of northern eastern tectonic plate sort of thing to say. All right, but can't find Indonesia, boy. Indonesia, I can't find Philippines. Me don't know where it is, but right, okay. So look at that. Look at this. Look at what they're showing us here. They're showing us that Egypt and Ethiopia, all those places, is way before Philippines. Unbelievable, unfriggin' believable, right? That's the reason why I told you all that different places there will be tsunami, and there will also be tsunami, and there will also be fireballs happening in those places. All right, so it's Baja, not Baja then. All right, okay, cool. Thanks, thanks, Sister Chloe. You have Vietnam, Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia. All those places, guys, is a part of the Caribbean islands. Cameroon, Angola, Kenya, Cartagena, Zambia, South Africa, Madagascar. You have Mali, Niger. You have Sudan, Libya, Egypt. You have Libya, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Morocco. What the fuck name these places so? You have Spain, you have Italy, you have Senegal. All those places here is part of the Caribbean islands, guys. You understand what I'm saying? All those places here, all right, is part of the Caribbean islands, which includes exempt the places called Italy, Belarus, Ukraine, Turkey, Iraq, Iran, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, China, Nepal, India. All right. Sri Lanka is a part of the Caribbean islands. Malaysia, Thailand. China is not a part of the Caribbean, and Japan is not. Philippines is a part. Malaysia, Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, Australia is a part of the Caribbean islands. New Zealand. That's why I told you all with the drawing that New Zealand is here, Australia is here, Papua New Guinea is connected to Australia, and Indonesia is certainly not far from Indonesia. Alright, so another day, another time, I'll be able to go into Indonesia now and able to teach you all some deeper things, because there are plenty places in Indonesia. Indonesia have a lot of places, guys, a lot of break off piece of islands and a little piece of here, there, and everywhere. Alright, another day and another time, I'll be able to teach you all something new. Alright. So all here the tsunami will be happening, all Philippines, Cebu City. Alright, I told you all, what they told us is complete bullshit and lies. San Miguel, all those places. Cebu City is a place in Philippines. Alright, which we'll be talking about in the next day and the next time. So I'd like to say thank you for everyone who joined today's live. It was truly a blessing. It was truly a blessing for everyone who joined today's live. I talk well plenty. I talk a lot. I hope that you all took notes of everything that I said. It will be a blessing that you do.
Shalom. If Yahuwah is for you, if Nehemiah is for you, and Yahushua is for you, there is no one that can defeat you. Yahuwah is for me, Nehemiah is for me, Yahushua is for me. Tell me who can defeat me. Yahuwah is for me, Nehemiah is for me, Yahushua is my shield and my sword. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Every tongue that cries in judgment, I do condemn. This is my heritage, as one who's in the ark. I overcome by the blood of the Lamb. Yahuwah is for me, Nehemiah is for me.
So the reason why the elites is interested in New Zealand, because New Zealand is a part of the Caribbean islands. As I keep telling you all over and over, they're not telling us the full truth of the rest of islands that involves the Caribbean islands. But you know, Archangel Samuel will indeed tell you the truth.
Yahushua is for me. Tell me who can defeat me. Yahuwah is for me. Nehemiah is for me. Yahushua is my shield and my sword. Yahuwah is for you. Yahuwah is for you. Yahushua is for you. Tell me who can defeat you. Yahuwah is for you. Nehemiah is for you. Yahushua is your shield and your sword. Hello, the weapon formed against you shall prosper. Every tongue that cries in judgment, you shall condemn. This is your heritage, as one who's in the ark. You'll overcome by the blood of the Lamb. Yahuwah is for us. Yahushua is for us. Tell me who can
Alright, so here's an easy way to know which island is a Caribbean island. Every island that have natural resources, listen to me very carefully. The islands that do have natural resources like oil, gas, vegetables, and all these different resources. All the islands that have natural resources, any island on the earth that have natural resources is a part of the Caribbean islands. That's how you will know which island is not part of the Caribbean island or which part is not. Alright, so take note of that the islands that have natural resources are a part of the Caribbean islands.
Elohim Most High, in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, the one who was and is, who is and is to come. I come to worship and magnify your name. I come to worship and magnify your name. In the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, the one who lived and died and rose to live again. I come to worship and magnify. I come to magnify your name. I come to worship and magnify your name. Here I am, drawn by your goodness. Here I am, touched by your love. I'm here, Father, filled with your spirit. I come to worship, come to magnify your name. I come to worship.
So nowhere on the earth you will find a teaching like this. Nowhere on the earth you will find any teaching of no sort like this. Like what I've teach you today, you will never find this nowhere else on the earth, because of what is exactly the influence the fallen angels have over people. That is the reason why you will never find this teaching nowhere else on the earth. But anyhow, it was a blessing being here on the live, but I just want to continue this live by finishing it off with the prophecy that was given on that day. So our prophecy will be read out